Welcome to the Guy Leonard Company video blog. I just want to take a few minutes time out to discuss the current property market as we are heading towards the end of October and really where it's at now and where it's going to be as we head towards Christmas, and some of the things that Guy Leonard Co are doing to maintain the activity in the marketplace. The market is very, very active, and although we had a late start in September, and I think that was because of the Scottish referendum and a number of other things that were going on in the economy that slowed the market to its usual hastened and busy start at the beginning of September. It didn't happen, and it really was sort of mid-September, third week of September, that it started to become that much busier. Since then, I'm glad to say there's been an excellent amount of activity, lots of sales going on, lots of new applicants buying, and we're encouraged by the market conditions. We registered at the Horsham office, for example, last week, 28 new buyers, and that's 28 fresh buyers in the marketplace looking to buy in the Horsham district. So very encouraging, and actually the fact that there we are, you know, this time in October, there's still fresh buyers coming in looking to buy property. So I'm encouraged, but what's also interesting at the moment is the amount of new properties that are coming to the market. So people, I think, are seeing the activity, sellers are seeing the activity, and they are bringing their properties to the market even now. So again, we've had a busy few weeks in all our offices, finding a lot of new instructions coming in. I think this is actually encouraging. I think it does mean that the market will continue into November, and I think that we'll find that actually we'll be busy right up until the end of November and beginning of December. And of course that's the time to start thinking about the new year. One thing that we do at this time of year is to prepare our Do Not Disturb campaign. And the idea behind this is to put properties on the market now, or at least within the next sort of 2 to 3, 4 weeks, with a view to starting the marketing throughout December without disturbing you with any viewing. So you can carry on with your Christmas activities as you would, the shopping and the cooking and all the other bits and pieces. And we'll basically be quietly marketing your property so that in January, after the Christmas decorations are down, we can place a buyer for your property fairly early on so that you can take advantage of the possible instructions, new properties that are coming to the market early on in the new year. And one of the reasons why we do this is that 2.5 million people log on to Rightmove on Christmas Eve, would you believe? 7.7 million people viewed Rightmove on Christmas Day. Now, whether that's because some of them have got their new gadgets and they're trying them out, it's possible, but actually it's worth being aware that at the moment people are under immense time pressure, and therefore their leisure time is very, very precious to them, and the amount of time that they've got to look for homes is also precious. Therefore, they will take advantage of holidays and bank holidays, etc., to search for property. And I think that reflects with the Rightmove figures that we see year on year, where you get many millions of people logging on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and between there and New Year's Day. New Year's Day, I think I'm right in saying that actually 140 million pages were visited on Rightmove. So people start thinking very early on, you know, what are we going to do in the new year as far as moving is concerned. It's why about 18 months ago we actually made the decision that we were going to open all our offices 7 days a week, because we believe that very often Sunday is the only day that people have got to look for homes. So that's why we're at Guy Leonard Company open 7 days a week. I think that the most important thing for you as a potential seller is that you're being guided by us as an agent to make sure that you're getting the very best advice and taking advantage of the marketplace, no matter what those market conditions are. Which brings me on nicely actually to where we're going to be in 2015. Well, for a crystal ball, but I think what we must remember is that we've got the elections coming up in the new year, and we may find that there's actually a calming period in the marketplace, sort of leading up towards May and then perhaps shortly after. I think that was reflected when you look at the Scottish referendum and how that calmed the market a little bit. So I think getting on the market early on, using our Do Not Disturb campaign would be a very sensible idea for those people who are serious about moving in 2015. I hope that that gives you some guidance. I do appreciate at the moment that nationally the press that we read is giving all sorts of mixed messages. I want to tell you how it is in West Sussex, in the Horsham, Storrington and Pulborough areas, and how that impacts upon our local market, which ultimately, if you're living in this area, is what you want to know.